Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Lorraine and welcome to my channel. Now, just before I dive in there and pull your cards for today, I just like to say I am an experienced and professional holistic and spiritual counselor and mentor, and I offer 100% money back guarantee for image readings, tarot readings, also the programs, as well as spiritual and holistic counselling, mentoring, plus advice to help you with union with self and union with your person. Just check out the details in the description box below this video for more information. And also check out, I now offer astrology birth charts. So let's dive deep, guys, and let's see what messages the cards have for you, for both you and your person's love journey thus far. And let's see what messages the cards have for you about your person. Okay, so could actually be coming in with both you and your person here, guys, but we'll have a look at it, eh? And we'll deep dive, because we're going to come in with the now. Alright, so you're coming in with the Hermit card. The Hermit is Virgo, and it is ruled by Mercury. And in this particular Mercury, because Mercury actually rules your 3rd house and your 6th house, but when you're coming in with the Hermit, Virgo, it actually rules your 6th house of health and well-being, here in work, here in your reading. You watch your person, you keep close tabs on your person here. You want to know what your person is up to here. That's what I'm getting here, because this card here is actually coming in as your person here. And yeah, there is actually a new moon in Virgo at this point in time. It's a new cycle here, and it does talk about, well, with the new cycle, it talks about here in your reading, finally putting certain things in place that you want to work on, that you want to work on building, that you want to work towards changing here, to make positive changes in your life. And when you're coming in with the Hermit card, what it can talk about here for your person is learning here, like I said, planning here, taking time to do that. It can come in as patience here in your reading. It really talks about working on oneself this way, this particular way in which you come in here, or your person comes in. Because what it can talk about here in your reading is they are keeping their distance here. Yeah, of course, there are many ways in which you can explain the Hermit card, and most readers do. But I will pull some more cards here, guys. See, this is a small step for your person. This is one of the steps that they want to take, coming in with the Hermit card here. See, what I get here in your reading is that your person's left a cycle, or they've ended out a cycle here, and now they're actually dealing with it. Yeah, it's easy to leave a cycle behind, and most people, to say that you've left a cycle behind, that you've ended out a cycle here, or a past way of doing things, an outdated belief system here. Okay, guys, and most people will say that, and then they just think that it is easy to just walk away. But it's easier here, guys, when you're walking away, to actually confront what it is that you're walking away from and why you're walking away. See, there are some really valuable questions one can learn when they go through that ending out a cycle, Well, because it actually comes in as fully ending it out in order to plan your next steps, in order to build here, guys. Okay, your person. Now you're coming in with the Empress here. The Empress is Venus, is Taurus and Libra. Both are ruled by Venus here. And now Venus rules your second house here, guys, of material prosperity and wealth and resources. Within your second house, you're also coming in with the foundation, how you built that foundation here, and also what you know about money, how you acquire money, the steps that you took in order to accumulate your money here. Definitely seen as a parent here, guys, as a role model as well. And then you're coming in with your seventh house, which is all about partnerships, how you built your partnerships, why you built these partnerships. You're talking about relationships with other people here in your reading, and the value of that here. The value of those relationships, the intention behind building those relationships here. But let me keep going here, guys. I need some more cards here. Okay. So let's go away, guys. Let's come in with the obstacles and challenges, because I do think there's obstacles and challenges here. Thank you. All right. Okay. All right, guys. So you were coming in with the Seven of Swords. You also have the Ten of Pentacles here. And you were coming in with the King of Swords. I think we've had this kind of reading before. What I pick up with the Seven of Swords here in your reading, it comes in as what your person had to go through here, what they've been through in terms of their environment here, in terms of that cycle that your person has ended out. It wasn't an easy cycle for your person. Here I get here in your reading is that it had become quite normal to be in that kind of cycle. That's what I'm also picking up here. But they kept something hidden. They kept something secret here. That's what I'm also picking up. This what they've kept hidden, what they kept a secret here, was about what it could mean here, guys, was what they were actually dealing with. That's what I'm getting. And this may have proven to be it was more than a struggle here, even though you have 7 swords. I do get here in your reading that there was a lot that your person had to face up to here, had to own up here, guys, and take responsibility for here. See, they may have been in a cycle here, guys, of not being responsible in a sense here, not really worried about being accountable to those that were around them here, because what it talks about here also in your reading is that there wasn't that equal give and take for your person. And so it may have just turned into taking and get what you get. It could have come in that way. And that could have been what your person was actually used to. In terms of the 7 of Swords, see, it's not something that your person wants to talk about. And what I pick up here in your reading is that you kind of have an inkling here about your person, but you don't know the full extent of it. And I don't think your person wants you to know the full extent of it here, of what they've had to deal with. But this is also coming in as their I want to say their childhood as well, when you're coming in with the 7 of Swords. Yeah. See, within that 7 of Swords, it is concerning your person. It's about what they truly wanted to do and were unable to do it. What they truly wanted to say, but they didn't say it. How they wanted, that freedom. It comes in as that freedom to truly express here how they felt about themselves and how they felt about you, but they didn't do that here. I do get here in your reading, they may not have known how to change what they were going through here in terms of the 7 of Swords. Change that negative into a positive, because for your person, the negative it just was that way. Now you're coming in with the 10 of Pentacles here in your reading. See, that 10 of Pentacles comes in as what your person has always wanted. That stability here, that foundation here in your reading. It does talk about marriage. It does talk about, here in your reading, friends and family. Here, a solid foundation. It also talks about here money, of course, a career move here. See, that's what your person wanted. That's what I think wanted isn't the right word. What they may have worked towards here. Now with the 7 of Swords, what it talks about there is that they tried to portray that. See, this person, even though you may not be aware of it here, they do have their eye on you here. But they're not saying anything here in your reading. So let me keep going here, guys, because I want to come in with the potential outcome, so that I can keep going with your reading. All right, so you're coming in with the 4 of Swords. Thank you. 10. One minute, guys. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, so you have the Four of Swords, you have the Ten of Swords, and you are coming in with the Death card. Here in your reading, the Death card is Scorpio. Scorpio is ruled by Pluto. Pluto rules your 8th house of transformations here. And rebirth here in your reading. Talks about inheritance. Can talk about that. Let me just get something for you here. Yeah. It's a vicious cycle. It's a vicious cycle that your person was in. That's how the best way in which I can put this for you here. There's a betrayal. Here, betrayal. There's a lot of chatter. Everybody has a say. Everybody wants to have a say here about what happens here in your reading. Your person is trapped in fear, but so are other people here. Because the truth is about the truth, really, clarity, the sort of truth. There's people that blazing sort of truth, clarity here, a clearer mind, a clearer way of thinking can only come in when you face what's going on here. But you have to eliminate, is the best way in which I can say it. You have to eliminate what everybody else is saying here. See, I was coming in with trust. Who can you trust? Here. What can you trust? Because there is that element here in your reading. It's, you know, this is just another left field of what I'm getting here, is that someone wants to invest here. Okay? But you're not too sure if you can trust this person. It's coming in that way as well. Well, then you need to trust your gut here. I just want to say that one, because that's what it's talking about here also. It's a nightmare situation. What I mean by that is, for this King of Swords, they are unable to control the outcome. They want to control the outcome. They don't know here, because they can't say yes or no, because what I get here in your reading is that it may not be down to them here, but they want to. There's that kind of feel to your reading. When you come in the way that you are, because there is an ending going to happen here. Alright guys, for a new cycle to begin, the past needs to be let go of here. And like I said in the beginning with the Hermit card, one can say, I've ended that cycle, I'm walking away. But like I said, you must confront those core issues as to why you're walking here, so that you do fully end it out. Because what is it that you're ending? That's what it's also talking about here. And so the best way to, or the best thing to focus on here in your reading is your own negative here. And you may say to yourself, oh, but I'm not negative here. There isn't anything that I need to end out. But if you go deep enough here, you will figure it out. That's what I'm getting here in your reading. See, it comes in as there's something that's happened here. Yeah. There's regret here, because in the moment you may have done something, you may have said something here. I need advice here, guys. I mean, I need to pull your advice card. See, okay. See, what I pick up here in your reading with this King of Swords here, it comes in as, for this person, it's about figuring out here, and this is the honest, this is what I can see now that you come in with the Four of Swords, Four of Pentacles, is trying to figure out here in your reading. I think they've already figured this out here. What makes a potential partner? There's comparison happening here, guys. Your person could very well be comparing you to other people here. And in a way, it's helping your person, because comparing is not a very good thing to do here, guys. In a way, it gives your person a clearer indication, or a clearer picture in what they want and or who they want in their life. That's what I'm picking up. All right, guys, I am going to leave it there. I just want to also add here in your reading is just be mindful on the actions that you were wanting to take, coming in with the Empress here, on what you want to take, the actions that you want to take towards this King of Swords. Okay, I'm going to leave it there like I said, and I will catch you later. Bye.